And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk program. Oh my God. Don't believe we got lined up. We got the biggest tokenization platform, everybody, for industrial, accredited investor kind of, I think it's probably institutional investor stuff, like big level. What do we got going on exactly, Crypto Hulk? Let me break this down to you. While all the brokies are out there, we're right now buying crypto like Bitcoin, Ethereum, shit like that. None of this crypto's backed. Oh, there's nothing backing Bitcoin. Like what? Now, in the United States, in the old days, the dollar was backed by gold, starting around like what, 1933 or something. Up until I made my debut on this planet, 1970, I made my debut and showed up on Earth. I believe it was President Nixon took us off the gold standard in 1971 or 2 or 3, somewhere in there. I don't remember exactly. Hulk is white teeth approved. Jeffrey Gaylord. Wow. So the guy's got a membership and he gives donations. That's pretty amazing. I know we talked the other day and I gave him, he needed to have a question answered. So we were talking about things. Look, that $500 club for 3 months. Oh, then this one guy is like, he's 2 months into his membership. And he's like, can I donate again for next time? See, he's expecting it's going to be $500 for another 3 months. I'm able to juggle right now the memberships. We're starting to get kind of busy, but I'm able to juggle it. Everybody gets a good enough time with good old Crypto Hulk. Imagine you're on this journey right now. All you got to do is pick up the phone and call Crypto Hulk. It's pretty easy. It's a good feeling to have. This dude's 2 months in and he's like, I want to renew it again. And I'm like, well, you still got like a month and, whatever to go, a month and a week to go. He's like, oh, I know. I just want to make sure you don't bump the membership up to $500 a month again. He said something like he's learning a lot and he knows. He just feels confident because we can discuss things and every single question he has is being answered. And he's like, but anyhow, what we're going to talk about today, I'm telling you what, everybody, the brokies have no idea what's going on. They're watching the crypto prices stay the same or dump. That's all they base it on. They watch my show 10 to 15 minutes. It's all the time they got because they got to go watch the other stuff, all the stuff they got to watch. And they just are frustrated at where crypto is right now. A lot of you got to get out of this today, tomorrow mentality. I'm going to buy the crypto today, and then tomorrow I'm going to be a millionaire. It doesn't work like that. I'm going to show you as a $500 member how you're going to make a lot of money, even with crypto dumping. It doesn't matter. I was talking to a $500 member yesterday. When it goes down, we'll make money, a lot of money. And when it goes up, we're going to make a ton of money. It doesn't matter which way it goes. We're going to get set up both ways. And we are set up right now. These people are getting set up. I'm talking to them. Lower you go, the more I buy. Pretty close like that. Mikey Gilbert, Mikey G. What we're going to show on today's program is the world's, let me repeat what this is. The world's largest institutional platform for tokenized real assets and repo settlement. We are getting, everybody, I'm telling you what, we end up last. I've only been telling you this for maybe 6 years. You and me end up last. And that's A-okay with me. I'd rather be last than miss it. What's happening now, are the biggest corporations in the world are joining Broadridge. Broadridge is the largest institutional platform for tokenized real assets and repo settlement. What do we have, Crypto Hulk? The cryptos that you and me are buying, they're not backed right now. Broadridge, when they have crypto for these institutions, they're going to be backed. I want you to see this. Institutions are coming in, and guess what? Canton is all over this. Oh, man, Crypto Hulk, I'm telling you. Who else is involved in this? Hold on. The Bank of India's Ripple's involved in this. The Federal Bank of India is involved. I think Israel's not involved in this one. It's in my next art. If we have time. I'm telling you, this is so massive. Then you got VMware, the DTCC, everybody. I'm telling you what, this is the time to get into crypto and make the smart moves. What we got here is my very professional notes. You know, it doesn't get any more high-tech than this. This is what Crypto Hulk does in his free time. I deep dive, I take notes. The largest, let's go again, the largest institutional platform, everybody. Not this little Coinbase thing where me and you put in our $20 and try to make, I want to make 1,000. These people are putting in $2 million trying to make $2 billion. This is what we're going to be talking about today. Canton Network, Ripple, HBAR, all these things are popping up. This is all getting set up. Tokenized crypto. That means you take a real world object and tokenize it. That means when you get the XRP, you tokenize the XRP. Let everybody, this is all coming. Okay, now is your time. Don't be a brokey. Please don't be, well, why is the prices so low? The prices are low because everything, okay, I've only been saying this 6 years, not a big deal. For brand new people, prices right now mean nothing. They got dark pools where they can buy shit. They've got dark pools where they can buy and sell crypto and you'll never see it. They have private ledgers where they're selling and buying crypto and you cannot see. Well, why is I just don't see why the price is so low. How about you pull the dick out of your ass so you can think? See, that dick's going so far up your ass, it's disconnecting the blood supply to your puny little walnut-sized brain, okay? Senor Rojo, something's brewing. Bought Flare a couple days ago and still can't move it to cold storage. Past the sweet sauce. Thanks for the Canton, Hulk. Canton. Everybody, now is the time. Now is the time. We're going on. This is so massive. I'm going to show you the connections. My name is Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm more of like a very good second opinion to the $500 people I call, probably 8 of them a day. And we discuss their concerns and their worries and their strategies that they have. And they're all being set up to take advantage of this because they have more than 15 minutes to watch the show. That's why. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. Don't believe anything I say. Don't follow any kind of financial advice. I don't know anything about finances. Let me show you my drug partner right here. This guy, Chucky. There you are. Look, get off the... He's kind of going through the DTs right now. He needs some heroin and cocaine and methamphetamine and shit. Like you can see him right now. Delirium tremors. Oh, I need drugs bad. Give him to me, Crypto Hulk, you son of a bitch. Or I'll chop your nuts off. All right, hey, get on. I do so much drugs with Chucky. We've been going back 6 years, snorting heroin, cocaine, opium. This. Now, don't believe a word on this program. It's all the drugs talking right now. Okay, solid, straight up drug. In the past 30 days, I've been kicked out of 30 rehabs. Okay, alone. Probably since I started the show, I've been in 500 rehabs and failed every single one. So there you go. Don't believe anything. All right. Now let's get in. I'm going to go off my notes first, my super high-tech notes. And let's begin. Broadridge joins the ASI-FMA. No, that's not some weird, sick religious cult. That is the Asia Securities Industry and Financial Markets Association. Asia. What are we seeing here, Crypto Hulk? Asia. Canton, Mushu Pork. Now, what do we got here? We got Broadridge is like the largest institutional platform for tokenized real assets. This is the big one. This is El Grande Cajones. Broadridge has become a member of the ASI-FMA in an online statement. Now, here's the article here. Let me show you this article. Oh, man. See... Oh, Crypto Hulk, all you do is read articles. I could do that. You don't do anything I can't do. I could do my own research. No, you can't. You're too fucking stupid. Right here, he was probably taught that as a child. If you were to read this article that I'm showing you right here, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 paragraphs about that big each. A paragraph, in this case, is about 2 sentences, sometimes 1. If you were to read this news article here, it could take you about a minute, and there's nothing in here. There's nothing in here about crypto at all. Let's read. This is what I have to work with. I start with a jar of clay, like the jars of clay, you know, that old group. I start with a jar of clay, and I break out the masterpiece, okay? I'm like a Leonardo da Vinci. They asked him, how do you paint all these? He says, well, I dream my painting, and then I paint my dream. Oh, think about that one. Broadridge has become a member of the ASI-FMA. In an online statement, Oliver Otto, head of international marketing at Broadridge, we are proud to join the ASI-FMA and look forward to contributing to the important conversations shaping the future of financial markets in Asia. What do we have here, Crypto Hulk? You've got Europe, United States, and Asia, and all these markets now starting to join together with crypto. It's all coming together, everybody. Continents are now... Institution, continents, the world of securities, derivatives, trading, crypto, it's all coming together while the brokies are scared to death, right? Not Crypto Hulk fans. By working with the ASI-FMA and industry peers, we hope to support a more resilient, efficient, and innovative ecosystem for all market participants. As an ASI-FMA, Broadridge joins how many? 150 financial institutions, including Bloomberg, Clearstream, Ripple, an R3 partner, Standard Chartered, Ripple partner. ASI-FMA is an independent regional trade association that advocates stable, competitive, and efficient Asian capital markets that are necessary to support the region's growth. Okay, I'm not going to read the last paragraph. Boring as fuck, right? BAF. Boring as fuck article. Says nothing about cryptocurrencies, right? This is what I'm telling you. They're going to tell you without telling you. How do people miss this? They read this article. Oh, that's a nothing burger, Crypto Hulk. Don't even go over that article. See, 99%. Game Boy Reaper says, I like you say everywhere, all getting linked up on a global scale. This is so massive. I'm showing you right now, not a big deal to some of you because the price hasn't gone up. But the largest institutional platform in the entire world for tokenized. Hey, Coinbase may be bigger, but that's just not tokenized right now, is it? Oh, gotcha. See, what we want in the future is to have crypto that is tokenized, not just buy a Bitcoin. Like, what is a Bitcoin? Like, what is it worth? What backs Bitcoin? Nothing. Now, I mentioned a little bit ago, you had the dollar, US dollar in the old days. That dollar was worth, I think, 1 ounce of gold. And back then it was, somebody help me, was it like $16 or something like that? Or a dollar was worth, or was it $20 or something like that was worth, you know what I'm talking about? Because I certainly don't, all the drugs that I do. Let me start off this article. Here's the deep dive. That article I showed you on surface value means nothing to me or you. Like no YouTuber would ever read that article. It's so fucking boring. There's nothing there, right? There's nothing there, Crypto Hulk. Oh, you don't know the investigative skills that Crypto Hulk has. Let's read. Asian securities industry. This is what we're talking about. The Asian industry securities. Financial Market Association. 150 global firms. 100 of the biggest 150 global firms are involved in this. Why the fuck are they involved in it, Crypto Hulk? Because this is the future. Hello. They're a part of this. Bloomberg, Standard Chart, and all this. There's no mention of crypto at all in that article. Just want to let you know. Every other YouTuber, pass that article over. It means nothing to them at all. Crypto Hulk knows. That article is like a mound, a 500 pound mound of horse shit, and I found all the diamonds in it. Okay, it's right in the center. It's a dirty job. Somebody's got to do it. Broadridge is a major traditional public fintech company. Broadridge, I know you haven't heard of it. Broadridge is the largest in the entire world for a tokenized industrial platform. I know you've never heard of it because it's not a Coinbase. Okay, I don't give a shit about this Coinbase shit and this fucking Kraken. That's all for brokies, okay? Where do the rich people go? The corporations? Broadridge. They just don't buy crypto. They buy tokenized real-world assets. That's what we're talking about. Trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions are going into Broadridge. Canton Network's involved in this. The Rise token's involved in this. Ripple's involved in this. India's involved in this. The biggest in the world. This is what Crypto Hulk Show is about. I'm showing you how massive these things are happening. Let's keep going. We're not talking about a little Coinbase here. That shit means nothing compared to what I'm showing you right here. Broadridge is deeply embedded in fintech, blockchain, distributed ledger technology, real world assets. We're not talking about tokens that you buy them today and they dump tomorrow. We are talking about real world asset tokens that once you buy them, they stay at that price. That's what we're talking about here. We're not talking about this Coinbase shit that goes up and down, and all that Kraken shit. All these tokens that go up, down. No. When we talk about Broadridge, we are talking about real world asset tokenized cryptos. That's what we're talking about. Land, treasuries, buildings, whatever it might be. These people are tokenizing customer deposits on banks. All these, we're not talking about buying some crypto like even right now, XRP and XLM. That shit goes up and down all the time. We're not talking about that here. We're talking about real world asset tokens that don't dump, okay? This is the world's largest institutional platform for tokenized real assets. This platform enables traditional finance bridging. This Broadridge, everybody, takes all the money, all the traditional money around the world and puts it into finance, fintech. Remember, if this Broadridge is a bridge This Broadridge is a bridge for the old school and the new. For all the old institutions that, I don't know about all this crypto stuff, Broadridge brings them in, and their quadrillions of dollars come pouring in. They're not their trillions, they're quadrillions, like all the money in the whole entire world, everybody. This is what I'm talking about right here. Coinbase, that's for all the brokies and stuff. Okay, even the Coinbase business, they don't use that, man. That fucking shit. It's Broadridge. That's what the institutions use. That's where all the money is. Broadridge, institutions. I don't care if you're a credit investor. That shit, the institutional market is the biggest. The Coinbase, Kraken, I got my Uphold. Dude, that's all for brokey people, okay? The news I'm showing you today, this is the largest tokenized crypto platform in the entire world. Nothing is bigger than Broadridge. That's what Crypto Hulk talks about. To let you know, first mover advantage. Canton Network is involved in this. The Canton coin, Rise, is involved in this. That token, Rise. This is what we're talking about right here. I don't give a shit about this Coinbase, Uphold, brokey platforms, okay? This platform has bridging, traditional finance bridging, tokenized securities. It's already here, everybody. You know all this SEC shit? This is already, they're already doing it around the world. They're already getting set up. Are they waiting on crypto laws? No, they are just doing it right now. They're hooking it up. They know. Here's what happens. When the rich people start busting moves, all these brokey politicians, they do what the businesses say. We don't need crypto laws now. I'm showing you Broadridge is hooking it all up with the world's largest tokenized platform. They're not giving a fuck what these politicians are doing. The politicians are going to do what the rich people say. When this platform is all set up, Broadridge makes a call to all the crooked politicians and say, pass that fucking law right now. That's how the shit works, okay? They have their DLR platform. It runs on the Canton Network. Oh, shit, Crypto Hulk. Fuck. Crypto Hulk, you were the only one talking about the Canton Network. Yes, I was 9 months ago. All the Crypto Hulk fans knew about Canton Coin at least 9-10 months ago. Nobody was talking about the Canton Coin. Nope. Not even our friendly Caleb Brown had it until we started telling them, get that shit. And then they got it, didn't they? And then guess what? Canton hooked up with Broadridge about 3 years ago, everybody. Just saying, not a big deal. We are so ahead on the Crypto Hulk channel. Information is what you're paying for. Information will make you rich. The world's largest platform runs on the Canton Network. Oh, shit, Crypto Hulk. Fuck yeah. I like being a wiener. And this is to all my South American friends, Latin American. I'm so glad to watch Crypto Hulk. I feel like a wiener. Okay, it migrated for this. Okay, now this starts to get interesting. This Broadridge came from something called VMware. Now, I did a lot of study into Ripple, from the origins of Ripple, and you know who was right there? VMware. VMware was started in what year? 1998. Well, Crypto Hulk, that's 1 year after the internet was invented for us. Yes, it was. You think VMware is some kind of government ops? Yeah. It migrated from VMware. It uses Canton smart contracts, which is DAML, D-A-M-L. They're not using Ethereum smart contracts. Oh, butthurt, bend over Ethereum. They're using collateral mobility, instant settlement. They get that from Ripple, by the way. We'll show you later so you'll know that it's true. Everything on Crypto Hulk Show is fact-based, not opinion. It has reduced risks and reduced fails. This platform processes U.S. treasuries and real assets. And guess what? When they want real estate tokenized, that's where the Rise token comes in on Canton. On the Canton Network, they have a Canton coin, And on the Canton Network, they have tokenized assets, all kinds of stuff, but particularly with real estate, any kind of real estate, RISE, R-I-Z-E, that's the crypto that tokenizes on the Canton Network for real estate only. Okay, I want to make that very clear. Not everything, just the real estate. This platform supports issuance and trading and management of digital securities. Everybody, it's all here. They're the world's largest, I don't know if you're understanding this, the world's largest platform for industrial use with crypto and tokenization. They already have tokenized securities. They are ready to go with the Canton Network, okay? I'm telling you what, I really see this. This could pop off in a few months. The way that this shit ain't no next year, none of that shit. No, not 2 years from now. Fuck no, not the rate I'm seeing right here. The DLR platform migrated to Canton when? In 2023. 3 years ago, they've been working on this, everybody. This shit is done. D-U-N. Now, this platform started at VMware, and then it went to Canton and Broadridge in 2023. For just about the past 3 years, and I've been going over DAML. Oh, yeah. Crypto Hawk's been going over DAML for a long time, at least three years or so. I remember all the way back, we talked about DAML. Next, the partnerships. You got Crypto.com as a partner of this. Might want to get that Crow token. But are you buying it, CryptoHawk? No, but Crypto.com, I think this is looking really good. Remember, first mover advantage. What's so big about Hong Kong? Ripple Hong Kong. Let's take a little look here. All the stuff that CryptoHawk showed you, no other channel can come close. CryptoHawk. Let's look at CryptoHawk. And we'll do Hong Kong. Now let's see. Oh, here we go. Let me click on this right there. Wait a minute. Buddy. Now this article I have is about world coin, world dollar. And there might have been a Hong Kong. Oh, here we go. There it is. Found it. No false alarm on this one. Okay, everybody. Look what CryptoHawk has. A little Christmas present for you. Because remember, everything CryptoHawk says on this program is backed up with facts. The early bird gets the worm. Yes. Okay. Here's the article right here. For my show, go to the 1 minute, 54 second mark. 1 minute, 54 second mark. What do we see right here? Ripple Hong Kong, copyright 2014. 12 years ago, Ripple was in Hong Kong. The largest Ripple gateway in Hong Kong, 2014. It's called Ripple Hong Kong. Oh, shit, CryptoHawk. Nobody else. I've never seen this on any other channel, CryptoHawk. You know why? Because these people aren't trying to do work. You know how much fucking work it takes me to do this channel? And I'm not complaining like a little bitch or nothing like that. Not like a little T-Rex. I do a lot of work. Ripple Hong Kong. So now you wonder why this Broadridge and shit is working with Crypto.com out of Hong Kong. You might want to ask the folks at Ripple when you're at the Ripple XRP thing. Pull up that video that I showed you with Ripple Hong Kong and then have Brad Garlinghouse explain that one. They'll probably have security escorting you out of the building. You can't have all that truth in here. That's that Crypto Hulk truth that nobody else can find except Crypto Hulk. Most heavily shadow banned channel in crypto it is. So Crypto.com. Digital Asset is the partner of Broadridge. Number 2, Digital Asset, which is the Canton Network And then you can throw the Rise token in on that as well. Societe Generale is a partner of Broadridge, massive Ripple partner. Kaiko, Kaiko. Now, I don't know if they have a crypto. I think we went over Kaiko. We pumped it, dumped it, had a great time with it. Now, there are some people that I've talked to in the $500 club. This dude has 150 cryptos. I already told you the story. It was hilarious. And he was reading it off. And I'm sitting here with in my Crypto Hulk cave. And I swear to God, I think it was like 10 minutes. This dude was reading off his cryptos. He'd read it off and how much he has. Read it off. And man, I was there for 10 minutes. And I'm like, did you literally buy everything I talked about in the show? You know what his response was? Did I do something wrong? I was like, oh my God, this dude. I said, you really bought all that shit, huh? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh God. He's like, if it's on your show, Crypto Hulk, I'm buying it. He's like, I may not have a ton of each, but I'll get, $100, $200, $300 or something like that. I'm like, all right, no problemo here, buddy. The other company involved with Broadridge and all this is we went over this one, RWA.XYZ. I believe that might be another crypto. Yeah, did I do something wrong? He was like, what? Did I do something wrong? I'm like, no. You really bought all those, huh? Oh, yeah. He's like, yeah, if it goes on your show, it's at least $100 I'm putting in because I know you're not going to talk about dumb shit or whatever. And some of the stuff is really good. I'll put 200 or 300 in. I'm like, whoa, I never met anybody that did that shit. Not even me. But, I mean, he's got this person, no matter what happens, this person's going to win. I mean, if they got all that kind of stuff. DTCC, the DTCC is a partner of this Broadridge. The DTCC pulls $3.7 quadrillion a year through its derivatives trading. They're partners with R3. That's the XDC crypto, just saying. Right now, XDC, right this second, the XDC, R3, actually, which works with XDC. R3 is having a video conference right now. R3 Corda is. So I couldn't make that because I'm doing the show. Zebek is using Canton coin. Oh. Zebek is using the Canton for what's called Zebek Pay. Oh, Crypto Hulk, seriously? No, I'm lying. I'm just lying. That's what I do. Everything on the show is a lie. Don't believe a word I say. Yeah. Zebek is using Canton for what's called Zebek Pay. Now, what is VMware? VMware was founded in 1998, 1 year after the launch of the internet by the government. VMware is integrated on the Canton Network in 2022. DAML, D-A-M-L, smart contracts. I want you to see something. This shit with Canton and DAML and all this has been going on for at least 4 years. DAML are smart contracts. They're not using Ethereum. Hello. DAML are smart contracts designed solely for banks and private use. Oh, that's why you're not going to see them buying stuff, everybody. Crypto Hulk has a way around all these things. We're going to make money whether the crypto dumps or pumps. That's how we do it on this program. Fire blocks. Now, here's where Israel comes in. Oh, man. Oh, holy free holy. Here's where Israel comes in. Now, let me show you first right here. Copy and a paste. Let me show you something about Israel. Oh, do I got something for you? Look right here. Go to the 1 second mark. What do we see here? Ripple Israel. Oh, my God. Remember I was showing you this about 3 years ago? Nobody else on the planet knows where this is. They've never seen this before. None of this, except Crypto Hulk fans. 3 years ago, just about, I showed everybody this. Israel's first Ripple gateway. The next generation of digital currencies is now available. You know, when Israel comes out and says, oh, we're going to work on a CBDC, and they've already done it. This was done like 2013, 14. I'm going to show you here in the video in just a minute. Ripple Israel is the first Ripple gateway established in Israel. They have a new Israeli shekel. I wonder what that new shekel would be. Would that be a cryptocurrency shekel? Of course. Oh, of course not, Crypto Hulk. Now, in this here, if you go down to the bottom. Now, hold on. What we're going to show you, what's the date on this? 2013. 13 years ago, Ripple hooked up with Israel and made a cryptocurrency called. Look, let me tell you something. With this little war with Iran and Israel, you know why the United States is so much fighting Iran? A lot of it is because Israel is tied right into the whole global banking system. Now, I'm not getting into all these conspiracies, but look right here. Ripple, go to the 23-second mark. 23-second mark. What do we got? Ripple Israel is the only service in Israel that provides automated Bitcoin withdrawals. Listen to this. Most Bitcoin withdrawals are initiated within 60 seconds. They've already, back 13 years ago, 2013, Ripple Israel was moving a Bitcoin in less than 60 seconds. Very interesting. So according to my news here, Fireblocks. Now I'm not getting into Fireblocks. Fireblocks is mixed up with Israel as well. The Mossad and all that stuff. This VMware is mixed in with the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange. That's the Israeli stock. I'm telling you, everybody, this was already done. You're going to look back in history like, damn, this Crypto Hulk guy knew all this shit was already done. The Bank of Israel's involved with VMware, everybody. And VMware is Canton, and Canton's Broadridge, and Canton is also DTCC. Israel's mixed into the whole thing, everybody. There ain't no way Iran's blowing up Israel. That motherfucking shit ain't ever going to happen. Not on this planet, okay? This shit is already predestined, man. You're dealing with forces you can't even see with this one there, buddy. Israel is the epicenter, I think, of the banking stock trading derivative system. They're right in the very center of all of this. And I think we have some hostile individuals trying to take out Israel. That shit ain't going to happen. No. This shit was already worked out. Israel's already hooked up with crypto and Ripple. And Israel's a part of this whole five family of the world controlling shit, okay? Now, we're not going to get too much into this conspiracy because I'm going to switch the topic here real quick because all the crazy people are going to start coming out. But for what I'm showing you here, you got Fireblocks integrated into this whole system. Fireblocks came from the Israeli Defense Force. That's all the Fireblocks shit. That's all Israeli stuff. And then the Ripple Israel and this Broadridge, that's in the VMware, that's all tied in with like Israel, man. The country of Israel is running this shit. All right. So let's get off that subject. And James Zars is here, $500 member. I peeked in on the R3 live stream before the show. It was over my head. The stuff is hard for me to grasp without Hulk simplifying it for us. So, you never know. Maybe I'll watch the video and break it down. We'll see. But I am not a tech person. But let's go with the next article. Now, I have a deep dive. I don't have time to go over all this deep dive. That's why I had my notes. I wrote the notes out. Now we got the next one. It's called Sasla. Not salsa. Like, I don't mind a good salsa. S-A-S-L-A. I'm going to have to go through this. I'm going to do two deep dives quick. Today, I'm only reading off my notes for the deep dive. I'm not reading off Grok because that would take me another 30 minutes. So we're going to have a 2-for-1 deep dive today. We'll call it a mini deep dive. Okay, what do we got going on here, Crypto Hulk? Oh, what do we got going on here? I'll tell you in a nutshell. I'm going to tell you before I tell you. I took a speech class in college, and what you got to do is tell us what you're going to. Here's how. Here's just the bare bone basis of when you do public speaking. Tell us what you're going to tell us. Tell us, and then tell us what you've told us. That's basically what we're taught. Okay, Diablo Valley College. That's where I learned that shit from. Speech class. All right. Something called SASLA. And what we got, everybody, here we go. If Africa ain't rich, nobody's going to get rich. So right now, Africa just got hooked up for the first time. 20 countries are involved in having this, exploring South Africa's first institutional rand stablecoin. Oh, man. Now, we've gone over this before about Africa a lot. In the banking system there, it's they have something called the ZARU, and I think the ZARU Institutional or something. We're going to go over this. Here's the article where I'm limited on time. I can't read the article to you. There's the article there. I got my high-tech notes. Very high-tech. It doesn't get any more high-tech than this. I'm going to give you the skinny version, okay? This is the first institutional rand stablecoin. Institutional. Right now, this coin is only institutional. Once they get the kinks worked out, it's going to be a retail, okay? But for right now, this is institution only. Remember how I showed you? They get rich first, then you and me get rich first last, right? You're seeing it over and over. Everything I say is coming up true, all right? The coin was built using HBAR. HBAR crypto and Ripple. I'll show you evidence as we go through this. This enables 24/7 transactions. There's something called Luno Digital, Luno. Luno Digital is the company that started SASLA, SASLA. But then guess what? There's a company called the Digital Currency Group. Now, I don't know if that's run by Barry Silbert or not. I can't remember. But the Digital Currency Group snatched that company up, okay, with the quickness. So Luno was snatched up by the Digital Currency Group in 2020. An American company, I believe. I think Barry Silbert is the CEO. It could be wrong. Luno is a core issuer and runs the trading platform. Lesaka, Lesaka, in case you're taking notes on all this, Lesaka Technologies is handling the payments and the distribution. You have Solana platform involved in this. Sanlam, you have Sanlam, S-A-N for Nancy, L-A-M for Mary. Sanlam Specialized Asset Management is another company involved in this. You have a bank involved in this, Standard Bank, Ripple Partner, okay? This is massive. Standard Bank is a custody and banking partner with this coin. They're going to have a phased retail rollout once governance and liquidity are proven. So like I said, it's starting off now for just the big businesses. And then when all that works, they give it to little brokies like us. Now this is what's interesting in this one, there's no government involved. Now in Africa, they have a problem with, governments trying to kill each other and stuff. In America, we have problems with citizens trying to take out each other ones because if somebody gets all MAGA, then these Democrats can't handle it. This is the South African Intergovernment FinTech Working Group. So in Africa, you've got businesses kind of taking the place of the government, right? I'm not an expert in African studies. That's not what I took in college. It was English and a lot of European stuff. What we got going on in Africa, how they're going to have an official stable coin is it's the South African Intergovernment FinTech Working Group. The ZARU, Z-A-R-U, was designed for compliance with the Clarities Act and MiCA. I want you to see this right here. This coin already passes the Clarities Act. Even though the Clarities Act hasn't passed the United States, I'm going to tell you what, that shit's going to pass. I'm just letting you know, because the South African governments and stuff, the intergovernmental group thing, they're already using the Clarity Act. That's why this ZARU is already approved. And it's MiCA. This ZARU is already MiCA, Market in Crypto Assets. That's European. This coin is already approved by MiCA and the United States Clarities Act. That's pretty good. Congratulations, Africa. Now, how do we know this coin's on the up and up? There's something called MOORE, M-O-O-R-E, MOORE Johannesburg. They're doing monthly audits to make sure they got enough money to back all these cryptos, okay? Every month, MOORE Johannesburg is doing an audit. Standard Bank's involved. Who is Standard Bank? Africa's largest bank. Oh, that might help this project, right? Crypto Hulk, when you've got the largest bank in Africa working on your stablecoin, I think it's probably a good sign it's going to be successful, okay? That's just me, but what do I know, right? I'm just some guy making videos for 6 years. Africa's largest bank's involved and will be the custodian, the one that holds the ZARU. And what's called ZAR Universal. ZAR Universal is South Africa's first institutional grade RAND stablecoin. So you're going to have the ZARU for all the brokies like you and me. But first, right now, they're starting with the ZAR Universal, and that's the institutional one, okay? Standard Bank's been around, just 160 years. Not a big deal. What's interesting is it's covered by 20 African countries. Everybody, you've got about, that we know of right now, almost half of the whole continent of Africa hooked up to this coin, all right? Now, Africa, the continent, it's a continent, but it doesn't mean all these countries work together, and they don't. They just all happily living on the same island, okay? The island called Africa, kind of. We'll call it a peninsula. How about that? Now, here's where it gets interesting with R3 and the XDC crypto. Now, okay, real quick, I like history. The origins of the Standard Bank, it came from, I think back in the 1700s when the United Kingdom would go into Africa to buy wool. W-O-O-L, wool traders. So the wool traders needed a bank to buy and sell the sheep's wool. And that's when Standard Bank came in. So the Standard Bank has a crypto platform. It's called the AROKO, A-R-O-K-O platform. You could look that up. Now, what's interesting here is this AROKO platform has roots to Marco Polo and TradeX. Me and you guys all went over this 3 years ago. Marco Polo was a crypto trading platform for the shipping industry and the global trade, right? That was all R3 Corda utilizing the XDC. But then, like a lot of these projects, all of a sudden, Marco Polo just kind of disappears. Kind of like you're in the pool playing Marco, you got to say Polo, that kind of dumb shit. I'm too old, but you young people don't know what that is, but it's just a little game we played in the pool. Marco Polo platform works with the Akoro. The AROKO, what is this? Let me read my writing. The AROKO, A-R-O-K-O platform works with the Hedera Governing Council. Oh, shit, Crypto Hog. Oh, fuck. What happened in the old days, you had some called Marco Polo, and they were working with like TradeX or something like that. Me and you went over this like years ago. I'm kind of foggy in my recollection. Marco Polo was working with R3. And R3, of course, uses the XDC crypto. They were trying to make a platform. Well, somehow this R3 platform just didn't work. That's the story. The story is the R3 platform didn't work with XDC. Now, I call bullshit, and the platform just kind of disappeared, let's say. All right. Well, ALGO was a partner of that back then, okay? Now, all of a sudden now, ALGO hooks up with the HBAR Governing Council in 2021. That's 5 years ago. HBAR has been working on this with that Marco Polo shit. So either one of those cryptos, if you want to get XDC from, or if you want to get HBAR, they were involved. And let's just say, if we want to get technical, I have to tell you, R3 and that Corda platform with Marco Polo and TradeX, according to what they're telling us, that whole program disappeared. Okay, Grok's going to tell you there's no XDC involved in this. There's no R3. Okay, you know what? Again, I call bullshit, and HBAR comes into the mix, and now it looks like it's running on HBAR, which is HBAR, okay? ALGO automates cross-border foreign exchange settlements for corporations. Standard Bank owns and develops ALGO and was a Marco Polo member. Now, listen to this. Standard Bank partners with Volante. Oh, shit, Crypto Hulk. Wait. I think I'm going to get a stiffy here. Hold on. Let me show you the evidence for that, because everything, this is how Standard Bank runs on Ripple and HBAR. Look at this right here. This comes from Volante. This is from a Volante website, and it says what? Standard Bank, powering real-time resilient across Africa with Volante. Oh, shit, Crypto Hulk, fucking amazing. It's an amazing show, Crypto Hulk. Amazing show. Now, let's look at another Volante page. Volante works with Standard Bank because it integrated Ripple. Here you go, right there. So this whole shit is running on Ripple right here. All the evidence. Volante page says, Volante Technology launches an accelerator integration to Ripple's distributed financial technology. So that little article we started off with that had nothing to do with crypto in there, all of a sudden ends up with HBAR and Ripple, huh? Amazing. Imagine that. We got 8 minutes left. Kalen Brown is such an amazing company. Any issue I have ever had, they fixed. Personal and LLC accounts set up. Anderson Advisors rock also. Yep, that's how we roll on Crypto Hulk Show. Those people are part of the Crypto Hulk team. We've got a group of lawyers. Now, there's crypto lawyers. Oh, only talk to Tony. When you sign up, you might get somebody else. I talked to Tony personally. Well, we exchanged messages yesterday, and he told me if any Crypto Hulk people sign up with Anderson, make sure they only talk to him, because he's going to specialize in the crypto stuff. All right. So if you already have an appointment with somebody else, change that appointment only with Tony. All right. Let's see. Okay. We got time. Let me click out of some of these articles here. TradeX, Marco Polo, and that's Marco Polo is R3 Corda. Okay. Yeah, I wish I could get into the deeper dive, but I don't got time. Okay, this one right here, I want to show you right here. This one I can fit in 5 minutes. We got about 5 minutes left. You're going to love this. I'm showing you right here, everybody. It is coming along. Look at the headline with this one. United States Department of Labor proposes opening of 401k retirement plans for cryptocurrency. Oh, shit. I don't care. Look, all we're going to do on my show is focus on what is happening. I don't care about all the gloom and the doom, dumb shit. Look, I told you, these $500 member people, whether it dumps, we're making money. We are. And when it pumps, we make it too. It don't matter. We are set up for success on my channel. We got the law firm. Somebody sent me something about quantum computing is going to hack all this shit. Look, I got Caitlin Brown right now. I'm not concerned. Okay? The quantum computer might come out in 5 years or something like that. Right now, I'm not concerned. I got Caitlin Brown for custody. That means you think all the banks in the world are going to get hacked? No. Then we got the Anderson advisors. They have criminal law, real estate law. They got all kinds of stuff probably over there. Okay, I don't know all the types of law that they have, but they have crypto law, even though we don't have crypto laws. But they got crypto lawyers, all kinds of stuff. If you get in a jam up, that's why I'm partnered up with them. Whatever kind of issue you got, if Caitlin Brown can't solve it, if CryptoHawks lawyers can't solve it, if I can't solve it, then it doesn't exist. Okay, well, maybe I'm simplifying things a little bit. Imagine a world where your retirement savings aren't just tied to stocks and bonds, but also to the dynamic, high growth potential of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. As of March 31st, listen to this. As of March 31st, 2026, this vision is inching closer to reality with the United States Department of Labor's groundbreaking proposal to allow 401k plans to include digital assets. Oh, shit. Now, here's some people are going to look at this article and do a grok on it and be like, oh, it doesn't say anything about cryptocurrencies. Okay, first, you got to pull the dick out of your ass, right? It's cutting off circulation in your brain. That's step number one. Here is the United States Department of Labor telling you right here, pretty clear. This is where this article comes from, right here. Talks about alternative investments in the 401k. They're telling you, the U.S. Department of Labor. No, this is brilliant. I like what they say down here. Hold on a sec. Okay. While managers of defined contribution plans, so you have at your workplace, if you have a 401k plan, you have a manager of that plan, okay? While managers of defined contribution plans have always had the authority to consider alternative assets, historically, almost none have done so in 2022. The Biden administration further shut down these investments. So it was legal. See, Trump had the presidency from 2016 to 2020, right? Okay. And Trump allowed crypto type things to be in 401ks. Biden comes in with his little dickless wonder, Gary Gensler, and all these fucking communists that move into the White House. And they stifled, meaning it says, this is the Department of Labor saying this, not me. The Department of Labor says Biden administration stifled or shut down crypto investments through what's called a rescinded compliance release. And I'm going to show you that right here. Actually, let me just continue with what I'm showing you. The Biden shut that down. Well, fuck it. Let me just show you. No, forget it. So that's what happened there. So now look, what Trump has is an executive order to allow. This is August 7th, 2025. Copy and then a paste. Here we go here. What is this? August 7th, 2025, democratizing access to alternative assets for 401k investors. By the authority vested in me as president by the Constitution and the laws of the United States, it is hereby ordered so Trump goes in telling us we're going to have crypto allowed in people's 401ks. I'm not going to read this whole thing, but that's what this is right here. So Trump put in 2016 and 20, Trump made a declaration that you could have crypto in retirements. Biden and all the communists said, no, you can't. Now Trump's coming back in. Yes, you can. Okay. That's what's up. That's my president right there. And if you're triggered, you can get the fuck off the channel. I don't give a shit. I'm not trying to get everybody. I only want the cool kids on my channel, not these fucking dumbass liberal fucking snowflakes and shit. I don't need that fucking waste of shit on my channel. Those viewers can go. There's plenty of other channels for that dumb shit. This is not the one. Okay, I'm trying to be a $5 member. Every time I try to say it, it says there's an error. Contact me. Okay, here's what you can do. You could try a smaller amount. If that doesn't work, contact me on my social media, and I'll have an alternative way, okay? So my social media on Instagram is at Crypto Hulk 2025. That's Instagram. Now my X, which is Twitter, and I'll show you an alternate way to get that done. I can't quite say it because we're live, so I have to tell you in a chat that we'll have. Okay, let me get my address or my web page address. Copy. All right, there you go. So this is for Kurt Helderlin. This will take care of it right there. Fireblocks can upgrade if needed. Yeah, I'm not worried about Fireblocks. Look, the whole world's banking system is in Fireblocks. There's no way Fireblocks is getting hacked. That ain't possible. Fireblocks is Israeli. Fireblocks is Israeli. They're not getting hacked, okay? Just letting you know. They're the one calling all the shots, all right? You send it in the super. Yeah, it's called a super chat. So if you look down below the channel, you see a money button. Now, if you don't see the money button, you've got to download the YouTube app on your phone, make a username, password. Then when you watch my show, you'll see the chat box. To the right of the chat box, there's a money symbol. You push that and it shows super sticker, super chat, or membership giving. You do a super chat and put in there $500. Bada bing, bada boom, you're done. I'll see y'all. I got to go work out. Then I got to do a cold plunge. Then call $500 members. I'll see you all in the next one.